I mainly,
All right, and
I just do
we
me. You know how it is.
live on YouTube.
Kick back, relax, and I
Welcome
hope that
in. If
hope
you
had a
are
good time
here,
with
I
the
definitely
president of
appreciate
our
it.
stream, and I hope you have a good time over here as well.
We are, if you were over on Twitch, you know, we just raided
but
our
anyways,
friend 90s Craig.
We're
So I was just giving him a minute to
and we are
discuss
raising money for
what's got
St.
going on.
Jude Children's Research Hospital. We did this last year as well. I thought it was super cool, super rewarding. So this year, doing the same thing. Basically, any donations,
the charity
any
work.
bits, any subs, anything that comes to the stream's way this month, all goes straight to the St. Jude's. And I'm actually matching all of it dollar for dollar up to $1,500 this year. Yeah, so hopefully we blow last year's out of the water. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. And whenever it came time picking one for this round, St. Jude's was one that was short on the list, and it was just because whenever I was growing up, I had a friend whose brother.
I'm gonna let 90s Craig talk a little bit while we
St. Jude's and
actually get ready to do another match.
What was already a terrible situation would have been even more difficult than what it was. So I got to see some of the good work that they do firsthand, and I knew it was something that was important for me. But we threw a couple of them out there last year into the Discord. Everyone pretty much unanimously voted for St. Jude, and so that's what we went with. Drive A, someone with a floppy drive. You know, floppy drives, they happen. They happen. It's been a while, but they're around. But whenever we get a raid around here, we do stop and we either do some 90s trivia or we have a snack. We're going to have a snack tonight because I'm in a snacking mood and I've got a pile of snacks here to try.
Oh, got the retro
this is
snacks.
A new one. This is a new one. I'm going to grab one at random. Okay, and these are Pringles. First We Feast presents Hot Ones flavored barbacoa. Barbacoa flavored hot sauce chips. I've had these sitting here for, I don't know, a week or two. They've been calling my name though. They've been calling my name, but they're not retro snacks. We've got 3D Doritos back here. There's some mac and cheese.
I thought he was about to pull out something from back in the day. Kind of clap some cheeks, yo. Whoa.
You know, I could try them.
Whoa, Jay.
I do have to work tomorrow, so I
Rosa, what's going on? Welcome in. Sibo, what's good? Jay, what's good?
Yeah, we had last year.
I'm just letting I'm letting 90s Craig play in the background because
now you can see
because I just rated them and I wanted to make sure I at least interacted a little bit before we
good looking out
before we bounce out.
But yeah, we had the Hot Ones Pringles last year. They were pretty good.
This is not a good situation.
These smell spicy. They smell spicy.
Better.
But let's see.
Although Zapdos is not what we want to see at all. But, you know, it's a Pikachu EX deck with Zapdos attached. We're not in a good space anyway.
They are spicy, though. I think I would like to try this hot sauce, honestly. Because this flavor on a chip is good. But like the flavor that this hot sauce has, I bet it would be really good.
Letting 90s Craig know that we are up out of there. Leave the tab up for them. All right, let's see here. This art looks so good. Yeah, one thing they are doing a phenomenal job of is including some really good artwork on these cards. I am very pleased. And that's why, like, you know, if someone just going straight for collection rather than worrying about fighting, I get it, because these cards are actually very gorgeous and they're nice to look at. It would be something I would do too if I didn't love the fighting part of it so much. All right, I can do a total of 100 here. What's my favorite Pokemon? Right there. That is my favorite all-time Pokemon, Greninja. I'm not gonna do the 100 because it doesn't really guarantee me a win here. I could take this built-up Zapdos off though. No, actually, because we'll be able to kill it before it can start thundering, hurricaning us. So yeah. Surprising. Well, actually, I suppose not so much. Not so much. They want to get Pikachu EX in to do 90 to kill Starmie on the next move. Instead of allowing that, how about... Wait, do I Professor and force a... Yeah, you know what? Actually, Sabrina. Yeah. Give me one of these EX Pokemon to fight. Even if it's Pikachu, it's fine. Because low-key, Staryu could come through and finish that off. Make people taggable on mobile. No mobile app wants you to tag anybody. Because you could definitely tag. You could definitely tag. All right, so they come in, they do 90, they kill the Starmie. Staryu could actually then do 30 and kill the Pikachu. And they will have no Pokemon with any energy on it afterwards. Also, alternatively, I could get the 20 off and then do 90 with Giovanni after, since I can retreat for free. And I kind of like that idea. I need to like this idea. Now, if they Sabrina me, then, you know, what am I going to do? I have no choice in the matter. All right, they use the potion. That's okay. But now I need a little more help. I need a little more help in the form of a not Starmie I have to play. That doesn't help. That kind of helps. Depending on what it is. Best thing I possibly could have drawn there. This big baby just flopped backwards to lay on my lap because Fred's got him all excited. I am so sorry. I am apologetic. But also, you know, who's the good doggy? Oh, I should have red carded there. I wasn't even paying attention, but oh well. All right, so yeah, that's GG's. Like I said, if it was Sabrina's, nothing we could have done. And had I red carded, I would have been able to at least potentially prevented that. So that was a mistake on my end. See, moving over to YouTube. Give me up. It's fine. It's fine. It was a lot going on.
You have a visitor, Mr. President.
Not Thombert, we over on YouTube, sir. Or you know, whoever. Listen, probably following me right now. Thank you for the follow. But let me turn that off. Also. All right. Let us dance. After this, I'm gonna switch decks. We'll play some Pikachu meme deck. Wow. Wow, what? What'd I do? What did I do? Are we dancing? Are we racing to see who gets Greninja first? Not them play your game? I ain't do nothing. I ain't even do not a thing. You can get over here. All right, let's you know what I don't have in this deck that I need, that I realize now? I don't have speeds in this deck. And I absolutely need that. I will make that change after this. Yeah, let's set this up. Okay, they did not evolve, so red card. No red card as of yet. Now we will. Well, I suppose we can accept this 30. Followed up with the 90 from Starmie. Normal Misty expectations. It's fine. And they said, nah, it's not going down like that. Oh man. All right, let's hold on. Zoom out real quick. Switch the chiptune mix. There we go. Mushu, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you doing? Appreciate y'all, by the way. Thank y'all for coming over, because be real, y'all didn't have to. Y'all was on one app, chilling, vibing. You had to pull up a whole ass other app to come over here and chill and vibe and help me get some watch hours here. And I would never, ever take that for granted. Thank you. Why are we smacking the stream? Can we be gentle? Can we take the stream's feelings into consideration, perhaps? Here's the stream. Thank you, Nev. What's up, man? Welcome in. Thank you for that heal too. I appreciate that. What up? Just smacking some people around on this game. I really wish this game would allow you to troll. Just make Sabrina, the active Pokemon, make them go on the bench when there's nothing that they can do about it. Just end the game immediately. Right after that. Like, oh, you got no active Pokemon? Cool. No, that's the end of that game. Definitely interested in watching this. I've never played any card games like these. Yo, listen. I would like, for someone who does not play a lot of card games, I think this is a solid entry. It's not so simple that none of the things that you learn here could translate to other card games. In fact, knowing other card games helps you, you know, be really good at this game. But once you start playing, you realize even this Pocket Edition, which is a truncated version of the bigger TCG game, even this has a decent amount of strategy. And 100%, yeah, Jay, realistically, I have been looking into trying to 2 minutes behind. Wait, is everybody 2 minutes behind, or is it? It should be on ultra low latency right now. What was I about to say though? I want to, oh, your feed was behind. All right, bet. I want to actually run a tournament. That is what I want to do. The problem with that is that there is no spectator mode in this game. And so if I brought a bunch of people together, I would have to say, okay, you come in and you must also be able to show your game. And that would just lead to some wildly inconsistent views as far as being able to watch the tournament. And that's my big drawback right now, trying to figure out how to do that. Let's see. All right, so we can let Starmie die here. I don't want to EX if I'm not going to actually use Starmie. I could also EX and then use Starmie as a free escape, which is probably the smart move here. So we'll retreat. I think I will give up the idea of Greninja for now, and then we'll rock. Well, I don't know what Tentacle's evolution is. Specifically, I don't know what it does in this game. Cool. Got a Pokemon that ported him. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I got out of there. So Froaki's dead. This is fine. Now the question is, do I put Starmie in now? Or do I put Articuno in, give it a chance? You know what? We'll Starmie now. Not only are we Starmie right now, but let's see, how do I handle this? Yeah, we'll splash. Starmie takes no prisoners, none ever. Yo, Jared Smith, what's good? Thank you for coming through. How we feel though? All right, so we're looking at about 60 damage out of Tentacruel right now. Now, of course, there's no way, unless that they have a Misty, but there's no way for the Kingler to get there and really be a problem in time. On the other hand, Misty is determined to prove me absolutely incorrect in my previous statement about how trash Misty is by giving y'all all the flips on stream. Oh man, it's so funny that this is happening. We'll put that over there. Have that prepped also. It was very nasty. I can't really relish in that victory because that's not supposed to happen. But you know, again, every once in a while, Misty's either trash, you know, most of the time it's mid at best, and every once in a while you get a clip like that. All right, so let's see. Does it really matter what order I do this in? I don't think so. I don't think it matters at all. So they are hoping for flipping 2 coins here to do 160 damage. If they get it, they get it. You know, if they don't, then we win the game. But this is basically all about this coin flip right here. There's one, there's the second one. All right, GG's. Not much you can do there. You either get the flip or you don't. That's why I was considering Sabrina in the beginning, but we had already lost the first Pokemon. And that's why I was like, it doesn't really matter what order we do this in. Either they're going to get the flip or not. Let's see here. Do I want to switch decks? I think I do. Let's play some fire. Because I started using Wheezing. I love going first. Yeah, like there are certainly utilities where you don't necessarily panic going first, especially when you have Evo Pokemons with abilities that allow you to gain that tempo that you lose without the first energy. You know, that's why I like Greninja so much, because, you know, even if we don't necessarily get energy off, we are still potentially on our way to being able to throw 20 wherever we want to go. And, you know, that just can't be overstated. I like that crochet intro. I thought it was interesting that they chose that as the primary art for that card. It seems like something that would be an alt card, an alt art for the card. But it is adorable though. It's definitely adorable. All right, so note, when you evolve a card, any of the special conditions that was placed upon it are automatically taken off. Part of me wants to hold the evolution for Arcanine until I can actually attack. The other part is scared that they're gonna red card me and I'm gonna lose the Evo in hand. But I'm gonna try to be a little tricky here. By holding the Evo. Especially since they are currently using Jigglypuff to put me to sleep, they may be in a false sense of security anyway. So, 2, still not going to do it because I need it on the turn that it can attack. I could also nah. I'll just put that out there to show the card that I got, and then we'll enter. They must not use Wigglytuff? I don't think so. I think Jigglypuff is here to stall, and that's it. There's your Gardevoir. A Cane, which is probably coming out next. Nope. Well, wouldn't have needed it, but we'll take it. We shall take it. So Vulpix would be cool here. Yes. All right, so now we got to deal with Kang flipping his little 60 attack punch everywhere. I assume that Mewtwo is next on the board. There you go. All right, so took 30. All right, so we'll be down to 80. We'll be down to 80. I can then, on the preceding turn, back Arcanine out to pop Flamethrower with Ninetales. You know what? Actually, all right. Let me think about this. Right, I can Sabrina twice and basically win the game. Because they're not gonna throw Mewtwo up front. Matter of fact, yeah, we are. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. They're gonna throw the Ralts out, the little 60 Ralts. We'll kill that. They will then probably throw Kang back out to be dead, or throw Gardevoir out. Actually, no, they'll throw Mewtwo out, thinking that they'll survive the one hit, and then we Sabrina, Gardevoir, or Kang in for the win. The only thing that fucks us up right now is if we get red carded, which is very much a possibility. There you go. And luckily we have 10 HP to not off ourselves with. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, because we would have only lost 2 points and still won the game. So GG's to my opponent. I was with it when it was Gardevoir Wiggly. Yeah. So I've seen a variation of the deck that does something like that before. The whole idea is to basically put a cheap Pokemon in front of you that stalls out as quickly as possible. And, you know, rather than it being like a Snorlax or something like that, where they can't retreat it if they want to, they get the chance to move out by choice, potentially. It's not the greatest, obviously, but I've seen it. GG's, thank you for the GG's. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Sorry, just checking some things in the background real quick. Perfect. All right. We've got, don't boo me. Don't boo me. Boo my opponent for playing that whack ass combination. That's not on me. All right. See if we get the chance to see Charmander come out. Rose, I feel like you was waiting on using that emote the whole time. I don't have Moltres in this version of this deck. I do have a Charizard deck, has Moltres in it, but not this one. And let's go. Also, what's up, Peter? Welcome in. I used it earlier. What do I mean? Exactly. That is your go-to on YouTube. that is the emote sigh for you. God damn it. There's our boy Charizard EX. What's up, y'all? We are chilling, vibing. We just got done with a 5-hour stream over on Twitch, and we just flipped over to come and vibe on YouTube for a bit. God damn it, Rose. Too funny. All right. They give you some appetizers tonight? They really are. Well, I don't have to think too hard about this process here. Maybe they have speeds in hand and they retreat this Charizard out. However, if they do not also have an additional basic to put in front of me, they are going to lose that Charizard. Don't care about that potion at all. Although I wish I had Vulpix evolved on the bench now, because then I would just use Ninetales to kill it. Yep, worst thing you could have done. Worst possible thing you could have done. We will slide old Charmander up front. And then the process is as follows. First, we see what basic we get. Go ahead and drop that right there. Give Charmander this. Back it on up like a U-Haul truck. Bring me that Charizard. Respect it. I respect the non-concede. I truly do. Two Growlithe, 2 Arcanine, 2 Vulpix, 2 Ninetales, and 1 full evolution of Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard EX. And as far as trainers, Giovanni, Sabrina, Professor, Pokeball. 2 of each. GG's. I don't know, you know, outside of the fact that I just don't think they had anything else to play in the moment. Not sure my opponent could have done anything differently. I think they just had a terrible draw. They were destined to lose that no matter what. Yeah, the idea is that we don't want this to happen, Peter. I don't want Charmander to be the Pokemon up front. Instead of having like a traditional stall tactic type deck to prevent them from doing things, I'm actively fighting with everything else while allowing Charmander to be drawn and built up in the back to finish up the game if I need it to be. But Ninetales is just really easy, simple 90 damage to get off. Arcanine is a 1 Evo Pokemon, so not terribly difficult to get off either. And as you can see, we win without getting Charmander or Charizard. Charizard is just really the when I want to finish up. That being stated, I'll wait. I don't necessarily want vaults in front of me. I mean, you know, cool to destroy their potential Gardevoir, but the bigger problem is Mewtwo getting to sit and chill in the background. I'm just gonna wait until I actually get the opportunity to Arcanine. I think I should go ahead and Evo. Like, part of me wants to wait it out, but yeah, they're not going to do any damage here. They could speed out on the next turn. They'll have 2 energy, so we will take some damage from Mewtwo. Yeah, and I suppose Growlithe is going to be the one to take it anyway, if they choose that, so. All right, let's see what they do. I'm expecting again, speed out into 50 damage Mewtwo, and if they have the other Evo, then even worse, because then they'll be 3 up. And now I'm forced to attack because I can't Sabrina the Mewtwo in, given the additional vaults. There we go. So it's gonna happen either way. They are thinking for a low. Ah, you don't have the other evolution yet. That's what that's about. Okay. In which case, now I do need you to make a decision. You want to fight, put the Mewtwo out in hopes of grabbing evolution on the next turn, or do you want to lose Gardevoir? They've said, I'll give up Gardevoir for now. So, all right. Now, yes, they are in fact 1 turn away, which nothing I can do about that. But I was just about to say, Arcanine doesn't have to be the one to take the damage. Put that over there. Sneaks a chip. There you go. Got some queso on it and everything. That's for you. No, I hadn't been touching Charmander. However, now we consider it. We're both just basically stalling at this point. I think medicine's doing my stomach in. Oh no. Hopefully not too bad. Gonna lurk for a bit. Hey, listen, I appreciate the lurk. Thank you so much. Handle your business. Thank y'all for coming through again. Thank y'all for popping up through from Twitch again. No, you did not have to. Okay. Man. God damn it. All right. Well. So now, what's the math? We let Ninetales die so Charizard can be ready to Crimson Storm after, right? Or I think either way works, right? I could Flamethrower now. It would low-key force them to take that Mewtwo out because then Arcanine wins after. If they kill the Ninetales, Charizard comes in after. I think we win either way. They, you know, even if they got 2 potions in hand, that's not enough to heal. Charizard survives the big move, and then I can bring Ninetales right back in. Or Arcanine, my choice. Yeah, this legit does not matter. I could have been really fancy and used Ninetales with Giovanni as well, if I wanted to. There you go. So again, the point of this deck is that we're playing the long game. Charizard isn't even really the win condition. Charizard is the you got to figure out how you gonna deal with this situation. You ain't give us a choice. You absolutely had a choice. You could have been like, man, Chris, I ain't going over there. But you didn't. Yo, this salsa is hot. I love it. I'd rather say it to your face. That's crazy. Let me go ahead and get on this plane then. It's Pikachu. Yeah. There was too many cards going out for this not to be Pikachu EX. I mean, you know, forget the card sleeve. It was the formation that let me know. We've got those picks. So Ninetales, slice over. I gotta play what's in my hand, even though I would much prefer for Arcanine to get up front and be able to do some damage. I have to rely on this Ninetales to evolve and do work. Speed in my hand would be nice. They are set up to do full Pikachu EX damage right now. Let's see. Actually going to the reason, so rather than putting this here, because yeah, you know, then it would have it set up for flamethrower, I can't get the Pokemon out there, so no point of getting Ninetales ready to go. I also don't necessarily want to back this Growlithe up yet because it's just a stall tactic at this point, so I'm gonna put this one over here with the hopes that perhaps we might get Arcanine. Putting a second Vulpix out is kind of a mistake on my part because I should be leaving space for Charmander to get there and be able to get on the floor, but now it doesn't matter. So, Ninetales come out, do some damage. There's the speed that I needed a turn ago. I suppose that wouldn't have mattered either, because then it just would have been Ninetales dead and me looking for damage elsewhere. I also wonder, do I do this yet? Leaving Ninetales out to die, I guess, yeah, because everything else is gonna die anyway. I can't Sabrina anything because they're all one Pokemon energy back out. So yeah, unfortunately they were a little fast for me. Yes, that is the distribution. That is correct. Explain Sabrina, please. I will, because we're about to lose this match anyway. So, Sabrina, you see here, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench, and they choose then the Pokemon that comes in. So, you want to be conserving Sabrina for opportunities where either they've got a Pokemon on the bench that you can kill undoubtedly and win you the game, or if there's a Pokemon on the bench that basically powers the idea of their deck. Like, say for instance, if this Pikachu EX was sitting here and there was only one electric Pokemon on the bench, right? I could opt to instead kill the basic on the bench, and then Pikachu EX is basically a dead card. It can only do damage for each of the electric Pokemon that they have on the bench. So no bench Pokemon equals no damage. This card is useless in that case. But again, Sabrina is just basically about forcing the opponent to change the active Pokemon, and you usually want to do that when the choices that they have are basically of no benefit to them at all. Yeah, Pikachu is a fast deck. And so a deck like this that wants to play the long game, when they get their build very quickly, it's not going to be able to catch up to that. This is certainly not a catch-all deck. That is one of the weak scenarios. We might play some Lightning McQueen after this. That's what I said I was going to do anyway. Question mark, question mark? You'll understand in a second. Water decks is also what you not want to see, just basically because, you know, it's our weakness. Let's see if we can organize some offense here. Did you name your deck that? I did. I did. That is the name of my Pikachu EX deck. Nah, come back. Okay. Well, we got some Evos, but we don't got the juice. We don't got what we're looking for. All right, let's see if luck is on my side. It is. I just got into Pokemon TCG Pocket and I'm already addicted. Just that gamer nerd. Yo, what's going on? Listen, I understand. I understand. On October 30th, when this app was released and available to the public, I don't think that I stopped playing the game from that point forward. I certainly have not gone a day. I've not gone a day without playing it. It inspired me to do an entire series of videos, which is currently ongoing. And yeah, this is it's fantastic. It's a great time. But welcome in. All right. I am kind of forced to stall as long as I can with Vulpix. Unless we get, nope. You gotta play what's in front of us. So we gotta hope for a positive tail whip here. Nope. All right, so Vulpix is dead. Arcanine will survive one Starmie hit, and then we'll be able to Giovanni and kill. The problem though is that now we're pretty much guaranteed dead no matter what. Yep. And they did the right move. All right, so without Greninja there, we would have been all right up and until they got it. A Greninja guarantees that even if I have survived the Growlithe afterwards, they would have been able to Water Shrieking us for the kill. I can. There's no real win condition here, honestly. Got that a little too late. So yeah, I can Arcanine, but we're getting popped for 90 plus the 20, and then when we do our attack, we take the 20 damage and die anyway. And you know what? That's how we going out. We gotta die. If I got to die, I'm taking you with me. How about that? So expecting Greninja plus Hydro Slash. Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're dead. I forgot. We got the weakness. We got the weakness anyway. Well, that you could have just won the game. Okay. Well, now I get to go out with honor anyway. Forgot about the extra 20 we were going to take from Starmie, which would have killed Arcanine and won him the game. But now, nah, they didn't lose. I have no recovery here. There's no Pokemon that could come to help me survive this situation. Certainly not Vulpix. I mean, Vulpix, I suppose, technically is like the one thing that could help here. And that's a big if. But even then, the amount of finagling, I suppose, you know, if I'm gonna play, we gotta play the right way. We gotta play the right way. I wanted to go out in style, but now we just gotta do what we got to do. It's a 50-50 chance right now that we die here. Yeah. And actually, I think it's just a defending Pokemon. So technically speaking, they can bring Arcanine in and attack because it's not the active Pokemon. It's just the opponent that was currently defending. Pretty sure that's how it works anyway. Unless I'm bugging. Yep. GG's. All right, we're gonna play some Lightning McQueen now. Yeah, Peter, your feed is slightly behind. That is exactly how it went down. All right, Lightning McQueen. Let's troll some people. Maybe, possibly. We got 1102. After this match, I'm gonna take a small stretch break because I did not slow up to break before we came over here. Oh, Magikarp, do you have Gyarados in there? That's scary. Leave space for Pikachu EX and go. So Voltorb and by extension Electrode, they definitely have Gyarados. Voltorb and by extension Electrode functions a lot like Starmie EX. 20 less damage, but also a free retreat 2 energy card. So idealistically, you play the card in the same way. Plus, you don't have to sacrifice an energy to get an attack off. So there's that. What am I afraid of here? Misty. Yeah, I have the X speed in hand, so let's take the safer route. We'll do the one in the back. Yeah. Have one Articuno, but 0 Moltres and not a Zapdos. Got to get that combo. Got to get that 1, 2, 3 count. Trust me, I understand. I lucked out heavy. I lucked out so heavy on getting Pikachu EX. I kid you not. Within the first like 30 pulls, I had 6 Pikachu EX. Not even an exaggeration. Like they basically forced this to be the first deck that I had. And then afterwards, I was able to get 2 Articuno and start on the water deck. All right. What do I care about here? If they allow me to kill this Articuno, that's going to take 2 turns. I do have this other Electrode in hand. I would then be able to Sabrina one of these unevolved Pokemon into a kill. That is considering no potions, no... They need 2 potions because they're about to take 90 total right now. All right. That's fine because they definitely not powering both up unless, you know, Misty comes through with the Misty shenanigans. And, you know, again, if that happens, it happens. Ain't nothing you gonna do about that. All right. So Electrode dies. This Electrode is here and ready to Sabrina and somebody else. Gyarados cannot be saved at that point. Or at least the other one can. And if they bring Faroki in, that's just an instant kill for me. Yeah, feels good. And that is the issue with like big grow Pokemon strategies like this. Like, you can't put all of your eggs on the idea of, oh, I'm just gonna build up this one big thing and that's it, because, you know, well, what happens when that one thing is no longer an option? Then what? Now, them having Articuno out there is a slightly good thing for them, because it kind of changes things up just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Now, when I Sabrina, Articuno is an option, and that's not necessarily a guarantee victory anymore, because if they've got a speed in hand, then we're screwed. I suppose I need to go ahead and put that out there. Looking for even still now possible Pikachu EX. So yeah, 1 speed low-key wins them the game. The only possible way I win at this point is actually, shit, do I have another way to win? Get Sabrina, I have no attack. They can 1-star, get Frog out. Pikachu is fine. Pikachu can survive a hit from Gyarados. But this one is not dead. So what I really need, okay, what I need is get you here. I'm going to need Sabrina on the next turn. And I think any combination thereafter, we should be okay. Okay, so potion. Ooh, am I okay? They prepped for it. That's why they put the energy on Frogadier. Also, it could become Greninja and still kill us, but you know, we are playing what is in our hand. Actually, no. Yeah, no, we're dead anyway. We're dead no matter what. GG's. Yeah, we had no escape square there. Ideally, what I would have liked is to be able to have Pikachu sit back for a second, then come up and hit. But having to take the energy off from Gyarados, so we were good up until that Articuno, not the Articuno, up until the secondary Pokemon came out, and yeah, it was an Articuno. Then when I could no longer force Gyarados into a killable Pokemon, we were top decking and we were not getting what we needed. Free to play. All right, these are your decks. So you have one Psychic deck with 2 Gardevoir, 1 Mewtwo, 1 Jinx, 1 Clefable, plus trainers. All right. A Water deck with 1 Articuno, 2 Lapras, 17 trainer cards. Jesus, yo, you be pulling forever. And a Pika EX deck with 2 Pikachu EX, 2 Raichu, 2 Electrode, and 2 Lieutenant Surge. That is by far the most consistent deck you have, for sure. That for sure. That 17 trainer card deck just made my head hurt. Oh. Let me go back to start Articuno in a minute. We were winning. I just wanted to switch up and play something else. But low key, y'all gonna make me pull it back out. With these Misty shenanigans. We're going second. I can put you up front then. Let's see. What does our opponent do? What you gonna show me? Nada. Okay. Go. Our opponent went to go take a bathroom break, apparently, which reminds me that that's exactly what I was supposed to do after that last match. But that's fine. We will do it after this one. Just waiting on our opponent to return currently. Sometimes I assume, because of course this is a mobile app, I assume sometimes people get phone calls or whatever and just have to abandon the match. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. You call me while I'm playing Pokemon TCG. I'm not answering. I'm not answering the call. You're just gonna have to call me back. One day I'm gonna learn how to play so I can understand what I'm looking at. All right, Rosa. Rosa, just for you. Just for you. I want you to stay put. Don't move. Don't move. If you could, please. After this match is over, I'm going to show you exactly how to play this game right now. It's gonna take us all of 10 minutes max. Plus, the reason I'm going to do it specifically is because I'm sure I have an event that I can do offline to get a promo card. So we'll do that and we will pull a promo card pack while we are at it. Maybe it'll be something cool. Put you here. If they don't return by the time I do this attack, they're going to be knocked off. Yes, I could have Giovanni to kill. I didn't think it mattered because I'm pretty sure they are not returning here. I didn't know they was going to do the timer again, though. I definitely would have killed. I thought it was just going to give me the ending screen. Damn it. There we go. That's what I was looking for right there. I'm with you right there. If I'm playing the game I'm very into and I get a phone call, leave a message. 100%. You leave a message, fam. Because This is important. All right. For our dear friend Rosa and anybody else that might be watching that has not played this game, wants to understand what in the hell is going on, let's play some Pokemon. All right, Rosa, get your notepad out. I've never been into Pokemon enough to play. Honestly, I think a lot of people who are playing for the first time weren't into Pokemon, just ended up being into the game itself, and by proxy then started to get attached to some of the creatures. All right, so a game of Pokemon TCG has begun. First of all, you flip a coin to determine whether or not you're going first or not. We flipped a coin, we are going first. Now, going first isn't necessarily a great thing in this game because there's a penalty to going first, and I'll explain that in a second. When the game begins, you have to choose a basic Pokemon to put onto the field, right? So hold on, let me show you something real quick. Actually, let me move, not that, sorry. What am I trying to move? This right here. All right, let me show you what the game actually looks like. Move all this shit out the way. All right, so this is what the field actually looks like as a part of the app, right? Like when you're actually playing the game, your active Pokemon are here in the center and the bench Pokemon are behind the active Pokemon. Now I wanted to show you that just because when you play the game, you need to, understand visually where things are and why that matters, right? All right, carrying on. So now, when you start a game of Pokemon, you are allowed to put one basic Pokemon onto the field. Now, basic means when I pull up a card, right? If you look here, right? See how it says basic next to the name type? Basic Pokemon are unevolved Pokemon. They are, at the beginning stages. They haven't gone through any levels of evolution. That's the only thing that can go on the field at the beginning of a game. That's important because there are some strong Pokemon that are in fact classified as basic Pokemon because they're, unevolved, but also they may have a designation like EX on there. So when you see us talk about EX Pokemon, they are not weak Pokemon, but they are basics. So once you chose what basic Pokemon you want to put on the active spot, then you can put up to 3 on the bench, because that's the total amount of Pokemon that you can have. And then we start the battle. We go. They flip over what they got. And now it's our turn. We go first. Now, the way that turns normally work is that you have something over here called the Energy Zone. Energy Zone gives you 1 energy ball per turn that you can put on any Pokemon that you want. That energy then allows you to do a move that exists on your Pokemon. For instance, Charmander right here, right, has a move called Ember. Ember, I can't go that far out, but Ember does 30 damage. The number next to the move name is how much damage they would do. And the damage, of course, is being done against a Pokemon's hit points. So you see here, they have 60 hit points. So if I were a Charmander doing damage to a Charmander, I'd be able to do 30 hit points. They'd be halfway to death. There's also stipulations sometimes to attacks that you see here, right? So it says discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. That means if I put a fire energy on Charmander and then I use Ember, I have to remove that fire energy off of it. Now that's important because when you evolve Pokemon, you take a card, you essentially put it right on top of the card that already existed, and all of the energy balls that were already on that Pokemon stay there. So evolved Pokemon generally have stronger moves, but those stronger moves require a lot more energy. For instance, here, Charizard EX, you see these are requiring 3 and 4 energy balls, and so you're going to need a lot of energy already kind of stacked on when Charizard comes into play, else it's just a big ass boulder that can't attack. I digress. We want Charmander to evolve eventually, right? And be Charizard. Right now, you'll note that there's no energy that I can actually put onto this card. And that is the penalty of going first. If you go first, you do not get an energy. So the kind of benefit, and this is why most people prefer to go second, is that after your opponent has put everything out to go first, you get the first opportunity to attack. So it's not always a bad thing. Like what me and Jay were talking about earlier, there are Pokemon that can help you, succeed even though you didn't go first, but this is not the deck for that. Along with Pokemon, there are also different types of supporter cards. This supporter card is called a trainer card. You can see here, it says draw 2 cards. Perfect. We like that. So we're gonna do that. Now, supporter cards come in 2 flavors, items and trainers. There's also Pokemon tools, but we don't have that in this actual game yet. But for supporters, right, you'll see if you look right here, you may only play 1 supporter card during your turn. So if you've already utilized a supporter, then you cannot use another one. However, there's a different trainer card called items. In items, you can use as many of them as you have in your hand as often as you like, so long as it is your turn. You don't know Magic the Gathering, but you've seen some and heard some. Peter, I'll tell you this. Magic the Gathering is a infinitely more complicated card game than Pokemon. However, it's not impossible to learn and it's super fun. It's super fun. I would highly suggest at least giving it a shot. I can't guarantee you that you're gonna like it, but if you like card games at all, Magic the Gathering is, pseudo grandfather. So, I would say at least at some point, go and seek out Magic the Gathering Arena, which is the free to play client that most of us are playing Magic the Gathering on now. You can open up a ton of free cards. They also teach you how to play the game. And, you might end up finding a secondary hobby that you would like. Anyway, we drew 2 cards and we ended up getting a supporter card and we got an evolution for Charizard. You'll see here, whereas Charmander was a basic card, this is a stage 2 Pokemon. So if it's a stage 1 card, then it evolves from a basic. So you need a basic out there first, then it can evolve into a stage 1. And then from a stage 1, it can evolve into a stage 2. In order to be able to get Charizard out there, we need the stage 1 evolution to this card, which is Charmeleon. And we don't have that yet. In fact, we don't have anything else that we can play. This is a stage 1 card and we cannot evolve this yet because the rule around evolving is that a Pokemon must have been on the field for a turn that is your turn once before you can evolve it. So now that we've had a turn, it's passed, it's going to be our opponent's turn. When it's our turn again, this Vulpix will have been on the field for 1 turn and thus we can then evolve it. Huh? So now you know about evolutions, you know about attacking and damage and all that. You are like 60% of the way of understanding this game already. So now you'll see we have 2 Ninetales in hand, right? This is the evolution of Vulpix, right? If I go ahead and do this real quick. I just dropped it directly on Vulpix, but I want to show you how it says evolves from Vulpix. So that's how you know what card is the evolution of another card. Because I had 2 Vulpix on, I can evolve both of them. And then we can make a decision now on what we want to do. So we've got energy in hand. We can put it on one of these Pokemon. So we can either put it on Charmander or I can throw it on one of these Ninetales. Now, there's a little bit of an advanced kind of discussion, but what I would prefer to do is be able to attack this Pokemon that's on the bench. The reason is the way that my opponent's deck works. The evolution for this card allows them to put extra energy on a bench Pokemon. So what my opponent would like to do is have this on the bench, bring this out and start feeding it energy, because the final evolution of Bulbasaur is Venusaur, and it is a absolute goddamn menace. So what we want to do is decide on how we would like to attack our opponent's Pokemon. The other thing to note, right? So we're gonna do this, right, in practice. So I'm gonna use Sabrina. Remember you asked about Sabrina earlier. It forced the active Pokemon off, and it forced them to bring Petalil off the bench as the active Pokemon. Now, remember, this attack does 30 damage, right? But there's a secondary thing that we hadn't talked about yet, and that is this Pokemon's weakness that you see right here. You see this weakness is fire. So that means if it gets attacked by a fire type Pokemon, it's going to take an additional 20 damage on top of, yes, because you would burn the plant correctly. Correct. Now, what would be even better, would have been even better, is if I had been able to use this Giovanni card. The reason is because Giovanni allows your Pokemon to do 10 extra damage to the active Pokemon. Unfortunately, I use Sabrina to bring Petalil on, and so you can only use one supporter per turn, so I can't use both to get that combo off. Technically speaking, I could have just killed the Bulbasaur as well, but it's not gonna matter. They're either way. Either way, it's fine. So here's both the evolutions, Ivysaur and Lilligant. So as you can see, they did an attack. That attack did 50 damage, and it took a leaf energy from the energy zone and attached it to the benched Pokemon. So now Ivysaur has an energy as well. Now we're gonna kill this thing, because that's the exact reason, I wanted to go ahead and attack it. I don't want it doing that. It's then going to bring out the Ivysaur. The Ivysaur, however, is not going to be able to attack me, at least not immediately. And I'll explain why as we go along. So, kill the Pokemon, and you saw we got a point. The main objective of the game is to win by gaining 3 points. Once you have 3 points, you win the game, no matter what. There is a possible way for you to gain 3 points and also not win, but that would be a tie, basically. If your opponent were to somehow also kill you as you were killing them, and you both got to 3 points, then it would be a tie game. All right, so we have Venusaur in front of us, right? Now, here's what we got to worry about. This Venusaur is 190 hit points, all right? So first of all, big boy. Gonna take a lot to kill it. Secondly, you got to start doing math, right? This Venusaur has 2 main moves: Razor Leaf, which it can do on its next turn, and Giant Bloom, which it'll be able to do afterwards. Once it starts doing Giant Bloom, it's doing 100 damage plus, scoot over here, plus it's healing 30 damage every time it attacks. Remember when I said Venusaur is an absolute goddamn menace? It is a menace, and we don't like it. We want it to be gone away. I am starting to regret not having killed the Bulbasaur instead of trying to go for the Lilligant, but it's fine. It's okay. Because I don't have the Charmeleon in hand, I am going to get a Ninetales ready. We're putting energy on the bench rather than on our active Pokemon because I fully expect Venusaur to kill Charmander on the next turn. And then afterwards, we want to be able to do some form of damage. We'll kind of calculate where we go after that. Mari Chambers, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for coming through. How you be? so now we calculate what do we have in front of us, right? So there's a couple of things that we should start thinking about. If we do this attack, it's going to do 90 damage, but Venusaur is also plant Pokemon, so it's going to take 20 extra. That would put it up to 110. And then theoretically, I could also Giovanni to do 120. Thereafter, though, it's going to Giant Bloom. It's going to then kill the Pokemon that I have up front and heal itself for 30. So best case scenario, I do, 120 damage. That leaves them with 70. They're going to heal for 30 and they'll be back at 100. And then we have to figure out how do we survive from that point forward. I have no Sabrina, so I can't force the Venusaur off of the field right now. I have an X speed, so X speed just means that it takes one less energy to retreat. Retreat is an option you see right here, meaning if I want this Pokemon to come off the bench without it dying, I need to use retreat, and when I do that, I lose the amount of energy that you see here. This symbol, by the way, just means colorless energy. It just means any energy can be used. And that's because just because this is a fire deck is the only reason that you only see fire energy. If I had Pokemon that had multiple energy, like say Dragonite, I might have water and lightning energy. But it doesn't matter which of those that you use to retreat your Pokemon off. So that being stated, what do we do? How do we survive this situation? 120, they hit us with 100. We are then basically forced to put Arcanine up front. Arcanine could survive exactly 2 hits while allowing Venusaur to heal at 30 apiece every time. We may not actually have a good way to win this game, to be honest. Which, in reflection, just means we should have killed the Bulbasaur when we had the chance. But I was trying to demonstrate how cards work, and it left us in a bad situation. Back here because the team here is chill. He's not using it. Yo, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I try to keep the environment as chill as possible. So I'm glad you're having a good time here. Definitely planning on doing more YouTube streams and specifically more Pokemon streams. This is something that we had been doing pretty actively over on Twitch, but I think what the idea is going to be is I'm going to do like my regular gaming, like indie streams. We'll play, some sponsor streams, things like that. And then at the end of those, when I'm getting ready to switch over to YouTube, we'll play like an hour or an hour and a half of Pokemon TCG over on Twitch. And then we're going to flip over. And this is going to be my primary content here on YouTube, at least for the foreseeable future. All right, so again, Arcanine can survive 1 attack here. Venusaur is going to heal again and be up to 140. We're not going to have enough energy to kill Arcanine, or excuse me, kill Venusaur, nor are we really going to be able to survive with Ninetales either. Even if I did something like Sabrina the Bulbasaurian and kill it, our opponent already has 2 points. So they only need to kill 1 Pokemon. They don't care which one it is, in order to win this game. So yeah, I'm thinking we're screwed, but hey, let's see. It is AI, and sometimes the AI just makes silly decisions, but they did not do that this time. They did not do that this time. All right, so we're going to lose, but Rosa, you got a primer on how to play Pokemon TCG. There are some concepts that you didn't see, but for the most part, you could get a couple cards. Hello? Well, just a network issue. Anyway, At this point, you can get a couple basic cards and play the game. Thank you for teaching. You are welcome. I hope that there was actually something learned there. And if you ever need me to go over that again, I will. You know, hold on, whoa, wait. I said we were gonna open up a promo pack. Let's go back and actually pay attention and try to get this promo pack open. That was the whole reason I really came over here. I just want to see if streamer luck is real. Are we gonna open up a Bulbasaur while we're here? All right, we're going second. Go to the bathroom. I will after we open up this promo pack. To be honest, at this point, we are trailing close to midnight. That was kind of the idea of me when I was going to stop. So we might just play these next 24 minutes out and be done for the day. All right. So before I put this energy on, not that it's not necessarily where we're going, but that's Professor's research. All right. We got Sabrina in hand. We also pulled Growlithe. All right, because we have Ninetales here, right? Generally speaking, unless your deck only really does one thing, like no disrespect to Mewtwo EX players, right? But Mewtwo EX really just wants to do one thing. It wants Gardevoir to be feeding the Mewtwo on the bench, and then you win. So oftentimes the Mewtwo is not necessarily the first thing that wants to be played. But if your deck has versatility and other win conditions, then you got to play what your hand is currently giving you, or what's the best case scenario. Here, since we have Ninetales, we definitely want to focus on the Vulpix so that we can flamethrow on the next. All right, so Tail Whip says flip a coin. If it's heads, then the defending Pokemon can attack. So even though it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because they didn't have enough energy attached here, had they have had the opportunity to attack here, that would have prevented that. Now, before I put this energy down, President War, my in-game name is Silver Mist, and I sent you a request. All right, Mari, I got you. I will actually accept that as soon as we complete this mission. Thank you, by the way, for sending me that friend request. And anybody else who has the game, way up there, I can't point that far, camera don't go that far, but you see my friend ID is on screen right now, and I'm happy, very happy to accept your friend request. Thank you so much. Let's flamethrower. That is going to do 110. Now we don't have to worry about, well, currently, we don't have to worry about the big boy. All right, so Kane got 2 heads off for 60 damage. However, it matters not at all. I said your name right. Let's go. Listen, what you didn't know is that I have a big thing about getting people's names right. And so I always love when I can get it the first time. And if I don't, or if I've said it right now and I make a mistake and I say it wrong in the future, which I'm not putting that above me whatsoever, I may misspeak. Hell, I might misspeak the very next time I say it, but feel free to let me know in chat so that I make sure I'm giving you the title that you wish. Now, for those who are watching to learn, Ninetales does Flamethrower, and Flamethrower does 90. Now, while most of the cards that I'm playing against in this plant deck are fire weakness, so I get the additional 20, Kang is not. Kang is fighting weakness. So technically speaking, I should only be able to do 90 damage. However, we got this beautiful Giovanni card right here. Attacks used by your Pokemon do plus 10 damage. We can go ahead and call Giovanni in, the extra guns, and then we can one-shot whole gang. always tell people think Calamari. If you, yes. I actually love Calamari. So I went to Miami in 2019 and had fresh seafood, like just caught seafood, and there was plenty of it on my plate. Very, very good stuff. All right. I didn't expect them to Evo there, so kind of caught me off guard. It's fine. I don't have any of these evolutions in hand though, so a bit problematic. I can, if I do the math right, Ember is going to do 30, but technically do 50 because Litigant is plant Pokemon. So we could Charmander, Ember, they would be at 50. They might have a card called Erica in hand. Erica heals a Pokemon for 50 HP. In which case, if they do, then, you know, curses on us. The only other options here are Vulpix to Tail Whip, or Vulpix to basically be a blockade while we try to build up one of these other Pokemon. Hope maybe we get like Charmeleon so we can then Charizard EX. We can Tail Whip, but it's a 50-50 shot, right? And if I've used the energy to put on Vulpix and I don't get the Tail Whip, then we are stuck with 2 basic Pokemon with no energy and behind. So, you know, it's, what are we going to do here? AI, Peter's right. This AI is probably not going to retreat at all. Also don't necessarily fear Erica in this particular situation. I mean, it's not to say that it can't. It very well can. It very well can. I think if I were in game here, I'd probably go with the aggressive, put Charmander on the field, and here's why. I have X speed in hand, so even if I need to back Charmander out and then instead do something like Vulpix, if that made more sense, then I could do that. However, Charmeleon's there. So it's actually now Charmander out, Vulpix in, Evo, and now it's, do we want to Tail Whip or do we, no, we have to Tail Whip now because we need to give Charmeleon at least a 1, or make an attempt to give it a 1-turn head start. We don't get it. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. All right, that's fine. E.T.'s okay. So we'll be going to Charizard now. Yeah, because I don't have another speed, I don't think, in the deck. Well, yeah, it has to go here. So they need 4 turns to kill us. What I would love is for the bot to make the mistake of putting a basic on the bench, which they might do. We do need it to remain unevolved though. That's also a key point of this situation. So don't Sabrina yet, because they may then just bring the litigant right back on, but we have to basically cross fingers that the Lil and or Bulbasaur remain unevolved here so we can kill them in one go. All right, so no such luck. However, mathematically speaking, we should be good. We can take another 50 from Lilligant, and once we get the Crimson Storm, we just kill whatever is on the board. If I Sabrina here, AI might just lose its mind and put Bulbasaur out there. It's a possibility. Let's see what they do. They put the other Lilligant, then it's also fine. Again, we represent the same amount of damage. There's no real fear. This is okay because Arcanine is going to survive the 2 turns. It has to be here, or the 1 if I get. Let me see. Let me look at mine. Okay, I've only used 1 speed, so if we get the other speed, which we didn't, but if we had gotten the other speed, then we could have now on 1 turn. Let's, and actually, you know, I'll, just in case some silliness really starts to happen. Yeah, that Ivysaur is silliness that I don't want to see right now. That's a bit problematic for me. All right. After retreat. So, they should put Ivysaur out because it will survive. But they didn't, and now we win the game. So, human opponent, I assume, would have put the Ivysaur out and not just cashed in the game, but whatever. This will do 60 plus 20, kill, and we'll win. But there you go. That's why it's a bot. Sometimes the bots do not make the most optimal plays, but you know, it's good for, hey, network, chill out. It's good for practice if you don't know how to play, and also these events award you things like this promo pack. And we are about to open up this pack and see what Pokemon we got. But first, let's accept this friend request. Silver Mist, I got you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Sorry, it's loading. There we go. Let's claim all these extra shop tickets. Yes, I know that can't be used for packs. All right. Peter says, good luck. Everybody use fingers crossed. Can I see from this screen? Can't see from this screen. All right. I wanted to tell you what all the options are. Put it like this. After having opened, I'm pretty sure my 4th Onyx, I would like to see anything, literally anything, except for an Onyx. You know what? I'll take it. Because the way they have been throwing Onyx at me like Zubat in the original Pokemon is insanity. That being stated, let's do one more. Let's do one more match online. Like I said, I was planning on getting out of here at midnight anyway. We're closing in. Let's close out the way we started with good old Startakuno. We're playing a VV. For those of you who are popping in new to the stream, Peter, Mari, who else was here that was new? Peter, we had Mari, we had somebody else, just that gamer nerd, a couple of other people that popped in for the first time. First of all, thank y'all for stopping through. I know when you're scrolling through YouTube, there's so many different streams that you might catch. And it's always nice to see some new friends. Hopefully, if y'all don't mind, if you would like to see more of me, I'm going to be here more often. Please consider hitting that subscribe button so y'all don't miss out on these streams. And you know, if you want to see more of me outside of YouTube, we are also on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/ThePresidentNoir. That is my primary content outlet. But I am really trying to come over here and spend more time with y'all on YouTube. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Listen, I know sometimes you hear people say this and they say it frivolously, but I absolutely mean it. It means a lot. It truly means a lot that you would do that, so thank you so much. That being stated, we went first, so no energy. We've got Articuno on the bench. We have all of the necessary evolutions for Greninja. So things are good. The only thing we don't want to see is red card. Please no red card. Opponent does not red cards. Fantastic. We love it. We love to see it. All right, so we are going to drop our first Evo on the way to getting Greninja. We are also going to go ahead and start using Staryu for some damage here. No real need to pop this Giovanni, I don't think. I could consider red card myself, given that my opponent obviously would like to evolve this Pokemon. I don't know if they have it in hand or not. They also have 4 cards. It's hard to justify not red carding here and giving myself the opportunity of not being evolved and dead. So I'm gonna red card. We are going to hope that they don't get it. We are gonna smack it. And then pass to our opponent. That Staryu might be gone next turn. 100%. It might be gone, or it might not. Nope. It is okay. It is poison. Never mind. It is gone. Yeah. It is gone. I forgot. Yeah. Evolution still means it is dead. What did red card do? So red card means your opponent's hand and all of the cards in it have to go back into their deck. They shuffle the deck and then they draw 3 cards from their deck. So if they were basically piling up a particular strategy or trying to prepare to evolve a particular Pokemon, you red card to try to disrupt that. All right, we've got Greninja, which means now we can freely float 20 damage as we please. I suppose the best thing we could possibly do is to try and get this thing packed up before it evolves. I'm not necessarily crying about the Staryu dying, given that I didn't have Starmie in hand, so it's not like I have wasted evolution in hand. That could, of course, come to pass soon, but as it stands, not the worst thing in the world. All right, so no evolution of the Petalil. We will be able to kill that freely. We'll also be able to do Blizzard in, well, 1 turn. So Petalil's out of there. Considering whether or not Giovanni means anything to me, if I hit for 50 as opposed to 40, the one thing they could do that I would care about would be Erica, right, which would heal 50. No matter what amount of healing they do, Blizzard is going to kill Venomoth on the next turn. So I think we conserve Giovanni here. Red card equals return, reshuffle, and choose 3 cards. Yep. That is correct. All right, so we're gonna take 40 damage here, 30 plus the poison. All right, so now we are going to Blizzard. Actually, I got to think about this. That might have not been the right move. All right, hold on. I might have placed that energy a bit too early. If I leave Articuno out here and I kill this Venomoth, right, we get a point. But then thereafter, they can Venomoth. I'm gonna take 10 damage off the end of my turn, be at 40. They're gonna Venomoth for 30. I'll be at 10, and then I will take an additional 10. Articuno dies, they get 2 points, I lose. So Articuno's got to come off the board, unfortunately. And that means I should have put the energy on Greninja to start prepping it for Mistlash, but it's all right. I recognize that a little too late. I'll put this out here. Oh, excuse me. Put this out here as I might need a potential other thing to do. And there's the Erica card that I was talking about earlier. Guess now the bind is a little less than what it was before. Misty giving me 1 energy would be pretty good here. Okay. All right, so we can do 50 total with Articuno. Plus the Water Shuriken would kill the Venomoth. We could survive 1 Venomoth turn from them and then Blizzard after. But they could just bring Ivysaur in once Venomoth is dead, thus leaving us subjected to 60 damage. So Articuno still actually can't come onto the field quite yet. So here, and done. I guess actually we're probably still dead here. I think we're still dead here because Ivysaur 60, Greninja takes 10. Yeah, we're dead no matter what. Greninja's not EX, so it's not as if the match is over, but Greninja can't survive. Okay. Let's see if we get Starmie EX. We do. All right. Let's go. We'll get you ready. What I want is a scenario where I can't have Greninja kill Venomoth. Articuno can't come in, do Blizzard, and really survive anything. I'm sorry, I ran out of my timer went down because I used the move, but then it auto picked Venomoth on the field and not the one I wanted to hit. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We were kind of stretching. We were kind of stretching here to try to win this one anyway. So all scenarios lead basically to a loss here. We kill Venomoth, Venusaur comes in, does 100. Well, maybe. Hold on. Maybe. Let's. What is the math here, right? Venusaur comes in, kill. No, yeah. No, we're dead. No. We're dead because Venusaur has to hit first. If I had the option of pulling Venusaur out, which would have meant the other Venomoth would have need to have been dead, then we could have won. Here though, we are screwed. The only way we win is if they don't pull out another bench Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna pull out another bench Pokemon. Never mind. All right. In my head, I'm like, they're gonna have another bench Pokemon to be able to swap out, but they did not. Shockingly, they did not. This one does not have the heart of the card. They did not. I was 100% sure they would, but GG's. Boy, talk about a last match to go off on. We winning, we were winning. It's because of you. It's because of you, Vontae. Because you came in right at that last match. I needed that Vontae energy. And with that, we about to actually wrap it up. Thank y'all so much for coming through again. This is going to become a regular thing where we start off on Twitch and then transition over to an after party on YouTube. So hopefully y'all continue to have fun here. All of you who are new to the stream, again, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully we'll also see y'all over on Twitch. We play retro games, we play indie games, we play modern games, we play card games, we talk, we chill, we have a good time. And hopefully y'all come and be a part of the community. All right. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Get some sleep. It's midnight. I'm not going to actually pretend to you that I'm about to go to sleep, but I'm definitely going to lay my ass down. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, but on the other channel. We out of here.